Welcome to Wissembourg, France. Bonjour, guten Morgen, hello from Wissembourg, and we are starting the day off in perhaps the cutest French town you've never heard of, but we're starting off with breakfast, of course, and we have a pain au chocolat, which is like a croissant filled with chocolate, but not shaped like a croissant. And we have this delicious looking thing, an apricot cheesecake. We have cafe au lait, and it looks great. Just a nice little cafe here right on the side of the road. Beautiful morning, and we can't wait to show you this beautiful little town, which is literally just a few meters from the German border. So we've got German influence, we've got French influence. We're going to show you this town. It's going to be a great day, and can't wait to get it started. All right. Okay, so we had a few bites, and I wanted Betty to talk about it, but she's a little shy today. But this apricot cheesecake is so good. It is creamy. The apricot's good. It's a little tart and not too sweet, and the crust is so good. I don't know. We took a bite of it, and it was just like unbelievably good. So this apricot cheesecake, L'Entre Deux is the name of this place. And my French is worse than my German, so I apologize. We'll put it on the screen. But when you're in Wissembourg, stop by here for your breakfast and get a piece of apricot cheesecake. I don't know how to describe it, but it is delicious. Trust me. All right, welcome to Wissembourg in Alsace in northern France. And this may be the cutest village, town in France that you've never heard of. It's absolutely gorgeous. And a lot of visitors to Alsace, they know about the southern part. They know about Colmar, Strasbourg, the Route du Vin, but they don't know about northern Alsace. And we're just right across from the German border. I mean, literally just a few meters from the German border. But this is a beautiful little town full of half-timbered buildings. It's got a nice little canal, has a gorgeous church. And so this is a place that you definitely need to visit. When you visit Alsace, don't neglect the northern part near the German border. And right across the border in Germany, we have the German wine route. So there's tons of stuff here to keep tourists busy for several days, actually. So come to Wissembourg, and I think you'll be very happy you did. All right, so this is the old shoemaker house here in Wissembourg, and this beautiful old house was built in 1504, and I'm guessing obviously a shoemaker lived here, but it has some really cool history written outside. So originally 3 families lived here, so about 26 people lived in this house amongst the 3 families, and it has some things I want to point out. So like these holes here, and there's one here, and there's a couple of them around here. So these would have hooks where they would put livestock or horses or things like that to keep them on the outside of the house. And this big crack right here, the poor house had a run-in with a tank during World War II in 1945. I don't know whose side the tank was on, but it hit this poor house and there's some damage there. So just really cool things. They have an information placard outside, but a beautiful old house, half-timbered house that overhangs the street. And I just found it really cool when we walked by here. So, you know, the little interesting things you run into in these old beautiful towns. All right, so this house, this building right here with a big tall roof that kind of droops in the middle, that's the Salt's house, or the Maison du Sol. I don't know. I forget what the French word for it is for salt. But anyway, in German, it's the Salt's house, or we would call it the Salt house. And it was built in the early 1500s, and it has served as a hospital, a slaughterhouse, and you may have guessed already, a salt storage house. But the roof is just really outstanding. It's a very beautiful architectural building here in Wissembourg. Unfortunately, you can't go inside it. It's privately owned now, but it is something definitely worth walking by. It's right along the canal, and it's definitely worth taking a few photos of and just learning a little bit of the history about it. Really cool old building. So this is the Abbey Church of St. Peter and Paul here in Wissembourg. And this is one of the largest churches in Alsace outside of Strasbourg. And it's a very impressive structure built in the 13th and 14th century. But originally there was a house of worship here dating all the way back to the 7th century. So the main church itself was built in the 13th and 14th century, but it has a bell tower that was actually constructed in the 11th century. So go inside, it's free to go inside and definitely worth it. There's some really nice artwork, some spectacular frescoes. That also date back to the 14th and 15th centuries. There's one of St. Michael that's like 11 meters tall, so really, really tall, and just some beautiful artwork. The stained glass windows are really nice, some of the nicest we've seen, really nice organ, and it's just really quite beautiful in there. So when you're in Wissembourg, definitely take the time and walk into the St. Peter and Paul Abbey Church, and you'll be happy you did because it's a nice church. Okay, so we stopped for lunch. We're at Petit Dominican, or Petit Dominicain, I guess maybe it's called. And we have, for appetizer, we have some gazpacho. So it's really warm. We've had some really warm days, so we thought a nice cold soup might be good. And it looks really good. Look at that. That's really tasty, and it's very refreshing. All right, so we've got our main dish here for lunch. Beef on top of potatoes with some green onions. And it just looks phenomenal. It smells great. And Betty has the chicken. And I'm not sure what that's on top of. It looks like mashed sweet potatoes maybe. But I'm gonna cut a piece of this beef. That is amazing. That is so good. I tell you, I don't know how to describe this, but it is pretty phenomenal. The flavor is outstanding. I'll try the potato. Oh boy, that is so good. That is really, really outstanding. The sauce is really phenomenal. The chimichurri sauce, yeah, it is really, really excellent. So what an excellent lunch, I tell you. Really good. All right, so we just took the petite train of Wissembourg and Wissembourg, and it was €9 per person, €9 for adults, €7 for kids, 1 hour long, and it was well worth the money. It was really good. We normally don't take these little tourist train things, but we decided to take this one because it's so hot today, and it was good. I'm glad we did it. Took us around to some very interesting sites, and you have the audio recording, so you can choose several languages to choose from, and you pick your language, and very informative. We drove through the city of Wissembourg and crossed the border into Germany and went to Schweigen, and which is a very cute little town as well. Drove through vineyards between Germany and France. Saw the Deutsche Weinstraße tour, the gate to the German wine road where it starts at the southern part, and just really interesting. Took us to places that we had not seen walking around, and it was nice because it is really hot today. It's about 93 degrees Fahrenheit, 34 degrees Celsius, so it's really warm. So we didn't really want to walk too much. So we got on that train, and it was good money spent. It was a good hour, very interesting. Learned a lot, and so I recommend when you come to Wissembourg, take the little train and take a little tour, and I think you'll enjoy it. So it stops in Schweigen, and I'm pretty sure you can get off in Schweigen, walk around there for a little bit, and then when it comes back, you can get on it and come back to Wissembourg. So it runs every hour. So it comes here every hour, then it comes in Schweigen every hour. So So yeah, so if you wanted to get off at one of the towns, you could start it in Schweigen as well, and come here and get out here and walk around. So yeah, I thought it was well worth the money. Good trip. All right, it's my favorite time of day, cake and coffee time. And so we came back to the place that we started out this morning. And the lady is so nice in there. She came out, she spoke German with us, so we got to talk to her in German. And we have some beautiful cake, one with strawberry and one with raspberries and some more coffee. And she was telling us the best time to come. She said Christmas time is just beautiful. She said in the springtime around Easter is also beautiful. She said, of course, now it's really nice, but it's just a little too warm. And of course, we have to agree. But just what a phenomenal little town. I mean, this city is beautiful. And we told her we have to come back and stay at least a night because we were thinking for a day trip. But it would be a nice place to stay for a night or two. I tell you, really beautiful, great cake. Nice people, just a really nice town. So put Wissembourg on your list, especially if you're exploring like the German Weinstrasse, the German wine road, which I highly recommend. Come on down when you get to the southern end and just cross the border into France. And I tell you, really nice town, really, really beautiful. Okay, so here I am along the ramparts, the wall around Wissembourg, and I tell you, the more time we spend in this town, the more we really appreciate it. I mean, there's so much to see, and honestly, when we came here today, we weren't quite sure if there was going to be enough to see to make a video out of it, and now we're wishing that we got a hotel and spent the night, because I think we could have actually spent 2 days here. It's like the more we walk, there's just like this wall is really cool. The stream is nice. There's people playing in the stream. There's dogs playing in the stream. Just really beautiful. And I don't know, there's a tour, there's a walking tour that goes along the ramparts. I'm not sure how long that is. Something I would really like to do. It's too hot to do it now. But if it were cooler in the morning or later in the evening, I think that would be a really nice thing to do. Just beautiful. The history here is phenomenal. It's gone back and forth between German-speaking, French-speaking, German government, the French government, and just some of the history behind that is just phenomenal. So we're really having a good time. Highly recommend it. Be prepared for some warm weather. If you come in the summertime, today's the 1st of July, I believe. And like I said, it's 93 degrees Fahrenheit, 34 degrees Celsius. So it's very warm. So be ready. The tourist information office, we were just there. They have free bathrooms, by the way. And if you have a water bottle, they have a free water point. You can fill your water bottles up there. So there's some information. They're very helpful too. They speak English. They sold us a map for 20 cents. And that's where you catch the tourist train at. So yeah, having a great time in Wissembourg, and just had to tell you that it's really exceeded our expectations. We didn't know exactly how much it would be to do here, but there's plenty to keep you busy here. All right, so if you're visiting Alsace, and a lot of people go to Colmar, they go to Strasbourg, they go to the Alsace route down there in the southern part, but they never come up to northern Alsace, and we've been guilty of that too. I tell you what, if you're visiting Alsace, you've got to come up to the northern part and visit these towns. Wissembourg, beautiful, and you will not be disappointed. Extend your stay in Alsace a little bit longer. Or your stay in Germany a little bit longer, and come visit this town, because it has a lot to offer and you will not be disappointed, trust me.